Okay, as I said earlier, the difference between the SSLVO model as opposed to the compared with the SSU model is that the SSLVO sounded a lot thicker in tone and on the resonance side. That being the main difference. I couldn't really think of any other difference from a playability point of view. There's no difference whatsoever. From a tone point of view, however, there is certainly more depth to the SSLVO model. Now, one of the main differences between the Tribute model and the SSLVO model is that this again is slightly thicker in tone, deeper in tone, a bit more bassier if you like. So whether they've used different woods or whatever, I'm not sure. But this is obviously is a replica of Brian's 59 Gretsch, 1959 Gretsch, and it does, as Brian says in the video, which unfortunately I can't show you, but in his video he does say that because he obviously had number 1, and he did say that it is exactly, it feels the same. The only difference between this Tribute model and his exact the Straycat one that he used all those years, written all the hits on, is that this particular new one doesn't smell like the old one. So there you go. But it's got all the dents, all the scratches, everything that's Brian talks about in the DVD about all the bashes. Apparently he got the lucky lady from a lawnmower shop whilst on tour in the States with the Straycats, and he bought the skull and crossbones, because obviously we're talking of the 80s, so that was very in vogue, that sort of logo and style. So he said he felt that it fitted the period of the time of mayhem, a punk eerie type thing. So there's lots of scratches on here. I must admit that Gretsch really have gone to town, and looking at it, this is something you would probably more like to find on a car boot, condition wise. You wouldn't think it's actually a brand new guitar. That's how good a job Gretsch Customs Shop have actually done on it. It feels old, it looks old, in fact it looks absolutely battered, which of course is what it's designed to be looking like, because it's been designed to replicate Brian's guitar. Another point as well on the Tribute model is that the input jack, or output jack, whatever way you want to put it, input, output, it's a jack. So that's bent from the inside in. You've probably seen that on all the videos where the guy's bashing it into other guitars, which is quite comical really. But anyway, he wasn't aware of it, so it's not his fault. So, but anyway, thankfully I've got a rack of guitars here to bash, just this one. So, but anyway, it's actually bent. And again, from experience, I've done that many a time on a Les Paul. You just tread on the lead, bend the jack, and it bends the insides of it as well. So that's all pretty kosher. He had the pick guard made. I understand a friend made it. A friend of his made him the pick guard out of Perspex. Even all the pickups, apparently these are TV Jones pickups. They're all aged. Everything's aged. The double-sided carpet tape to hold the bridge in place. These are all modifications that Brian actually did, which now you can just get as standard on the hot rod models. And if I was looking at buying a new Gretsch guitar, I wouldn't hesitate in getting one of the hot rod models, because then you haven't got to pop out the switch. You've got the locking tuners. This hasn't got locking tuners. You might see this is, as I say, it's based on a 59 Gretsch, and they've done an absolutely fantastic job. But then again, for 30 grand, you'd want them to be doing a fantastic job. So yeah. That some of the other stories I can tell you is to say there's a lot of different holes here. Brian, oh yes, there's a couple of things here. Brian actually had the nut knocked out. He chiselled it out because he just wouldn't keep in tune apparently. So there's now classed as a 0 fret. I think that's right. As I say, I'm not a technician, I'm a guitar player. But it stays in tune very well. But I can fully understand the modifications that Brian did to make it a working guitar as opposed to just a bit of furniture. As I say, you can see the thickness on it. On the tone side of things, you can that's the Tribute guitar. On the tone side of things, let's give you a comparison. The Tribute, a 30 grand guitar to a 2 grand guitar. As I say, these are not plugged in. This is purely acoustically. So SSU acoustic, 2 grand, and the Tribute. Now, if I was going to give it any comparison, there's far more resonance. I would say probably at least 3 times more resonance with this guitar acoustically than there is with the SSU model. Now let's try this one, compare this one with the SSLVO model, because I'm sure a lot of you guys out there that have got those particular models will be very intrigued to know the difference. But yeah, there's no doubt about it. It's very, very, as I say, this is the first time I've done this, so it's not been set up or staged or anything. So I'm finding out as you're finding out as you're watching this. So hopefully it's of interest and help to you. Let's check out this compared to the SSLVO model.
Crazy by your twist. Yeah, I love the way you twist. And I'm crazy by your twist.